All right, baseball up top, and why not? The Giants open a homestand with the Astros, and the A's are about to wrap up business in Cleveland. And Manny Ramirez is back, and the Dodgers are celebrating in Hail the Conquering Hero fashion. Here he is prior to tonight's game against the Padres. That's where the Dodgers are, San Diego. He served a 50-day suspension for violating the league's drug policy. And, of course, before the game, you know, he was going to step up and meet the press.
Well, I want to say I'm sorry to the fans, to my teammates, that they always there for me. I want to thank Frank McCourt for his support. And I'm here. I'm excited. I can't wait to get into the field.
All right, yeah, that was 50 games without pay, so he lost about $8 million. Tennis, it's the Williams sisters center court Saturday. Andy Roddick cracks the men's final on Sunday for the third time. Roddick advances to the finals after battling Scotland's Andy Murray. Let's go ahead and join it in the fourth set. Roddick in the far court. This is one of the points of the matches right here. That's exciting stuff at the net. Roddick would advance 6-4, 4-6, 7-6, and 7-6. Here's match point there. And so he's going to give it a go against Roger Federer for the third time. And Federer, king of the grass, faced Tommy Haas today. Federer in the far court, and like perfectly placed backhand lob over the head of Haas. Oh, just like you just draw it up. Doesn't even look any fair. 7-6, 7-5, and 6-3. So it is Federer in the men's final against Andy Roddick. We got some doubles action for you. There's Richard Williams watching Venus and Serena. And they're going to square off in the women's singles final tomorrow. But today, they took care of Cara Black and Liesl Huber. They win 6-1, 6-2, and so they will advance to the doubles final. That will also be over the weekend. Out of the NBA, it's official. Phil Jackson will be back on the bench with the Lakers as head coach next season. Hedo Turkoglu getting paid, formerly with the Magic. He signed today, or agreed today, with the Blazers. 5 years, $50 million. They can't officially announce it until the end of next week. But Turkoglu, fat in the wallet, and he's got some game. Deadly from the outside. Tiger Woods leads the PGA stop in Washington, D.C. by a single shot, lowest 36-hole total ever at Congressional Country Club at 10 under par. Lots of county fairs in the Bay Area these days, and if you're headed to the one in Marin, look out for these four-legged runners.
The annual Marin County Fair would be a draw in itself, but featured for 4 years, almost as a bonus. Come indeed, the swiftest swine off the line. Please meet the Ham-Bone Express. Here, Barack Ribs Obama just nudged out Billy Ray Swinehurst. Is steroid testing an issue?
No. We keep our piglets clean. We have the Attack Pig Security Company that guards everything, especially around all these barbecuers.
Charles and Carol Boger and the Boger family have brought local fair family entertainment since the 1960s. And now, through the weekend here in San Rafael, the fastest pork on 4 legs will come flying around the track 3 times a day. And get this, the Boger's farm system is already developing the next Ham-Bone Express team.
Don't let the look fool you. These are top-notch athletes. They get 3 squares a day, lots of exercise, and if they don't, well, end up like Wilbur over there.
That's a half a ton of hog heaven.
We love it.
I got to tell you, behind the scenes, I mean, if I could have said, you know, Manny Ramirez hit a home run, and the 3 up here on the desk,
right?
just double over.
That was so cute.
Over the little pigs.
Little piglets running. That was the best part.
Those little piglets. I mean, those, and then the new breed, they're 2 weeks old.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Wow.
And they're undergoing training right now for the next Ham-Bone Express.
Ham-Bone Express.
All right, when we come back, we are on the eve of cycling's greatest race, the Tour de France. And that means a beehive of media coverage because of the return of 7-time winner Lance Armstrong. If we could only find a cycling enthusiast, we could just find There's one right there. Leah Tennisgetter will be joining us to talk cycling and talk about her upcoming race that you just will not believe. Hey, Leah, I set you up pretty good, didn't I?
You did. Thanks, Vernon.
Oh, baby. Her story coming up. Don't move. Okay, next weekend, while the Tour de France is finishing up week 1, up in the Alpine County, Bear Valley, they're going to host a 129-mile grueling event. Get this name. It's called the Death Ride. And our guest is Leah Tennisgetter out of San Jose, and she's training for this one. In fact, she's entering this for the 4th time, and she's been nice enough to get up off the bike and spin a few. Look at that elevation. Look at to get up off the bike and talk about this. And thanks for joining us. And as we look at you in training here, explain to the folks, what is the Death Ride?
The Death Ride is a one-day event. It takes place next Saturday, July 11th. It starts in Markleyville, which is between Kirkwood and Bear Valley. Goes 129 miles, climbs over 15,000 feet, and it's all at high altitude, so it makes it pretty challenging.
Yeah, you just said 15,000 feet. You just rolled like right off the tongue. Easier said than done, because how many people on a percentage-wise actually finish this race? Like 2,300 in it, right?
Yeah, there are about 2,800 riders,
Yeah.
more demand than there are spots, and 50 to 60% actually finish all 5 passes.
Wow, they just give up. In fact, here's a little bit of last year's Death Ride, and I don't know who came up with the idea, but I mean, it looks intimidating enough, and yet they have to turn people away from entering this race, huh?
There is high demand. A lot of people fly in actually from out of country to do it.
Why do you do it?
It's a really hard ride. It's a really intense effort. But the real important part to me is I ride for a charity called Turning Wheels for Kids, which is based in San Jose. And we raise funds every year to give bikes to underprivileged kids in our community. And we do it at Christmas time, when a lot of families, especially this year, aren't going to have a lot to provide their families. So
yeah, let's talk about Turning Wheels for Kids. Now, you actually like raised money for sponsorship for you in this race. Give me a sense of how much money you raised.
My first year raised about 5,000. Second year about 8. Last year almost 15. And that.
Wow.
I'm going for it again this year. And now this year we have a team of 25 riders, all from the Bay Area, who are raising money for this effort.
And how many kids will benefit around the holiday season?
2,000.
2,000 kids.
Buy 2,000 bicycles, put them together in one day with an excellent crew, 600 volunteers in December.
Wow, man! Well,
really
you must,
amazing.
geez, you must be awfully proud to be able to. And I guess that must be something you must keep telling yourself as you're going through this, because we've got a shot of this of the map of just some of this, and I just cannot believe the hills that you have to climb. Take a look at this. That is amazing.
There's a lot of climbing. Absolutely.
It's almost scary even looking at that, huh?
I'm ready to take it on. It's a number of months of training. It's not something that you can jump into, and it's easier to ask for support from friends and family in the way of donations. And the Turning Wheels for Kids group, it's completely volunteer based, just a group out of San Jose that gets together to make a local impact and touch local kids.
And you said it's a one-day event. How many hours does this thing take to complete?
My first year took me 13. In general, the max is 15 hours. It's usually a 10 to 13-hour ride.
Wow.
To do all 5.
Well, as I said before the break, we are on the eve of the Tour de France, and all the attention, obviously, to Lance Armstrong. I mean, he's getting all the attention in Monte Carlo, where they're going to start in the morning, and kind of handicap this a little bit, because I mean, Lance is in a lot of good company. That's a powerful team.
That is a powerful team. I'll say I'm going for Astana to win this.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and I guess the 4th stage, I guess that'll be the team trial, and so that'll kind of create some separation team-wise.
As do the mountains, which is why those mountain rides, just like the Death Ride, but in the Tour de France, that's why they're most challenging.
In fact, yeah, here's an interesting stat. On the day of your race, you actually reach a higher elevation than the guys on the Tour de France, right?
We do. I believe it's a longer and more elevation gained during the Death Ride than that particular day of the Tour de France.
Well, we got about 17 seconds left of the show. I just wanted to get this in. Lance Armstrong getting the attention, but your man is?
Levi Leipheimer.
Okay, all right.
Homegrown, that's right.
Got to get Santa Rosa there representing.
Absolutely.
Anyway, hey, continued success with the training. I know you head up to Bear Valley tomorrow.
Yep.
And we'll see what happens.
Thank you.
All right.